You will start by drawing a horizon line, a horizontal line across the paper, and two vanishing points, one on each end of that line. Then you're going to do a vertical line in the middle to be the corner of a building. From the bottom and the top of the line, you're going to draw lines to the vanishing point on each side. Then you're going to add the ends of the buildings by adding two vertical lines on both sides. To do a building that is further down the street, you'll add two vertical lines. To do the side of the building, you will use the line closest to the corner and draw from the opposite side's vanishing point until it runs into the closest building. You will then erase all the excess lines outside the building that you don't need. Next, we will do a building on the other side. This building will be farther back from the street and taller than the building that is in front. So you'll draw new lines from the vanishing point on that side, connecting them with a vertical line, and adding the end of the building with a second vertical line. Then from the corner of the building, you will add the lines to the vanishing point on the opposite side until they run into the closest building. Next, we will add a door to the closest building with two vertical lines and the top going to the vanishing point on that side. Then we will add three lines coming off that side's vanishing point to make the sidewalk. From the opposite side, you will line up that vanishing point with the corner of the door and draw lines across to create a pathway from the door. Then you will add the sidewalk lines, making sure that they get closer together the further away they get. Make sure as you move the ruler that you are checking to make sure that it's still on the vanishing point on the opposite side. Next, we will draw the sidewalk on the other side of the street with three lines, just as you did with the sidewalk on the other side. Then you will add the sidewalk lines from the vanishing point on the opposite side. Make sure as you're drawing the lines, you are checking to make sure that the ruler is still coming off the vanishing point so that your sidewalk looks flat. You should erase the excess lines on the third building that go to the vanishing point. Then you will draw a window on the other side of the building opposite the door by adding two lines that go to the vanishing point and two vertical lines that connect those lines. You should erase any excess lines that you have. Then you will add depth to the window by drawing a short line to the vanishing point on the opposite side from the bottom right-hand corner of the window, connecting that line straight up until it runs into the top of the window. At the corner of those two lines, you will connect that to the vanishing point and draw a line from there to the closest edge of the window. Next, we will practice drawing stairs. This is similar to the one-point perspective stairs that we did earlier, or this year. You will draw a vertical line up and then a line from the opposite vanishing point where that line touches the corner of the building. You can erase the bottom edge of the building so it does not get it in the way of the steps of the stairs. You will draw a short vertical line, then a short line that goes to the vanishing point for the part of the step that you stand on. You will repeat this vertical line to the vanishing point, vertical line to the vanishing point until you reach the top of your stairs. You can erase any excess vertical line that you have. From each corner of the zigzag going up the top of your stairs, you will draw a line to the vanishing point on that side for the length of the stairs. Make sure that you have a line to the vanishing point from each intersection. Then you will add the back edge of the stairs with a vertical line and a line to the vanishing point on the opposite side, just like how you did on the front edge of the stairs. When you finish the stairs, you should erase any excess lines and lines that are behind the stairs. The stairs are not see-through. Next, you will erase the horizon line that is going through the center of your buildings. The next thing that we are going to do is draw a balcony above the door and the stairs. You will use the vanishing point on the opposite side to draw two short lines coming from the corner of the building. You will then add a vertical line between the two and then connect those corners to the vanishing point on that side of the building. To determine how far out the balcony goes on the farther away side, you should use the vanishing point on the opposite side, not what I'm doing here, to line up where the bottom line meets the building and draw straight out until it meets the bottom of the front edge of the balcony. Then you can draw a vertical line connecting it to the top and erase any excess lines that you have. Next, we'll be adding doors to the other buildings. Start with two vertical lines straight up. Then you will line up the top to the door on the front building, so your doors are the same height. On the other side, you will draw the same two vertical lines and a line to the vanishing point on that side. The next thing that you will do is draw another window above the window you already have. You will draw this the same as you did the lower window. The two lines to the vanishing point on that side and the two vertical lines connecting them. Next, you will add depth to the window. This one is different because it is above the horizon line. So you will use the top right corner instead of the bottom right corner to draw your short line to the opposite vanishing point. You will draw a vertical line down to the bottom of the window, and then a line from the vanishing point on that side to that corner that you have just drawn, to the edge of the window. To add a roof to this building in the front, you should use the centimeter side of the ruler because it's easier to divide. You want to measure the length of the edge of the top of the building and find the halfway point and make a mark. From that mark, draw a vertical line straight up until you have the peak of the roof that you want. From the peak, you will draw a line to the corner of the building on each side. Then from the peak, you will draw a line to the vanishing point on the opposite side. To close off the back edge of the roof, line up the ruler with the front edge and carefully slide it over, keeping the same angle, and draw the line from the corner of the building till it runs into the line from the top of the roof. Then you will erase that vertical line that you drew to find the peak